Alright guys, how's it going? Here's Wednesday's workout. Ollie here, still got a top underneath the beanie, sorry Beth. The question of the day today guys is, what is a household chore that you actually enjoy doing? So my answer to that would be doing the dishes when they need to be done, when the dishwasher's full, and taking out the trash in a figurative sense of smashing my family at video games as well, but board games because I always win. The workout today guys. What we've got is our part A, our strength and skill piece, which is an EMON of 12 minutes. The three movements are on the first minute, you do 20 plank shoulder taps at a slow and controlled pace. That second minute, you'll do 10 push-ups at a tempo of 3 second deficit, so 3 seconds going down, 1 second hold at the bottom, 1 second pressing back up, and then 1 second holding on the top of that press up position there. Third movement is a 45 second hollow hold. So these movements guys, minute one, the plank shoulder taps at a slow and controlled pace. What we're looking for there is that tabletop position, so knees are off the ground, top of the press up. From there, slow and controlled, pressing the weight to each side, slow and controlled, tapping the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder. We're looking for minimal twisting those hips to get over to that shoulder there guys. If you need to, bring the feet wider for more stability. No movement in that lower body or midline. After that, we've got the push-ups at the 3 second tempo going down and 1 second hold at every other stage. It's the same position, arms are locked out, hands underneath the shoulders, 3 seconds coming down, your shoulders and your hips move at the same pace, elbows stay close, 1 second at the bottom, press up on 1 second hold at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 1, up, 1, 1, 2, 3, up. That's what we're looking for there guys. How we'll scale those if we need to is coming to our knees for that one. Same thing, want to make sure the hips stay up off the ground. Just our chest is touching there, pressing straight back up if we need to. Now I'm out of breath. Hollow hold now guys for 45 seconds. What that looks like, we'll start from the tucked position. So laying on your back, pressing the lower back flat into the ground, you're reaching down towards your toes so your shoulders off the ground, your knees are up high. That is that scaled option. From there, straighten out one leg, still nice and flat, no gap under there. Both legs, feet together, toes pointed. Then arms up overhead, making sure our shoulders are still up. We're not just lying back down. Again, pressing hard with that lower back into the ground. Holding for 45 seconds, that will be nice and spicy on your shoulders and midline there guys. But moving on from there, that'll be working towards that progression in our push-up there guys, and as well working on the midline stability and a little bit of strengthening with that hollow hold. Part B, the main part of this session, is an AMRAP for 16 minutes. This is a workout that consists of 3 movements, starts at 2 reps and goes up by 2 reps every round consecutively afterwards. First movement is 2 alternating backpack lunges, followed by 2 front squats, followed by 2 push press with whatever object you'll be using. That'll be either backpack, dumbbell, kettlebell or barbell if you have it. Starts at 2 reps, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, and up by 2 consecutively as you keep going. What those movements look like guys? Alternating backpack lunges. You can either wear this backpack on your back and have that schoolboy look. You can either lunge back or forward. It depends on what your coach says at the time and what they'll allow. Otherwise, if you want to test that midline strength and as well work on that front rack position, you can hold that backpack in the front rack position. Same deal. After that, you've got front squats. Same position there, holding in that front rack so you get some additional practice. Shoulder width stance, send those hips back and down, hips below parallel, pushing those knees up, and standing up tall. Making sure that backpack and elbows don't drop down. The same thing can be achieved with your kettlebell and your dumbbell as well. After that, you've got your push press. So whatever implement you're using, backpack, dumbbell, kettlebell, you can go two-handed or one-handed if you're not using a backpack, but the object is up in that front rack, elbows are high, slight dip in the knees, all the weights in the heel, drive up, press overhead, punch the head through. That was a jerk, sorry. Just like so. If you do want to test yourself on that one guys, if your coach gives you the option, you can do half the reps on one side, then half the reps on the other. Again, squeezing tight, dip and drive, press up. So it's a set of 4, 2 on one side, two on the other. Or again, depending on what your coach says, you can alternate the sets on each side. So two on the left, 4 on the right, 6 on the left again as you move through. The aim with this one, guys, it is a longer AMRAP in terms of time. So don't go too hot out the gate in those 2 to 10 reps, or else you'll get 5 minutes in, realize you've got 11 to go, your legs will be pumped, your shoulders will be pretty fatigued, and you'll realize, holy crap, I've got 11 minutes and a ton of reps to do. Cool? Moving on from there, guys. We have got our non-optional finisher for the session. You have got 3 sets of 12 bent over rows with your same piece of equipment, and then 12 floor press. How you do this one, guys, is whatever piece you're using again, you lift that piece up, nice big chest, squeeze the belly tight and back stays flat, and send the hips back so you're in the bottom of that bent over row position. From there, you're squeezing the shoulder blades back in together, pulling that backpack or implement up to your belly, 1, 2, 3, and slowly coming back down. Whatever you're using today, guys, kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever, the aim is to have that control from that bottom position, squeeze back the shoulders, bring it to the belly, and we're going to hold it there for 3 seconds with each rep. Just to make sure you work in that position where you need to hold the most tension. After that, you've got 12 floor press, mixing this up a wee bit, doing it throughout. You've got 12 reps. If you've got 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells, that's perfect. You're going to lie down on your back. With your implement, you're going to bring your feet wide so you've got a bit more stability, and from that bottom position, pressing up to lock out at the top. 6 on one side, for example, elbow touches and back up. Or you can go two-handed, elbows down on each side, pressing back up to full lockout. In those movements there, guys, we've got a lot of work in that horizontal plane for both your lats, in that bent over row, and then pressing up through that horizontal plane again with those floor presses. Any questions, guys? Flick them through to your coach on the day of your session. Have a good workout.